So hi again everybody, Jashin Kapani, 6:28 by the watch. I'm Jashin Kapani, the founder and CEO of I'm Recon Design. I'm on social media again, YouTube specifically and Instagram. And I'd like to thank everybody who's been watching my videos and stuff. Yesterday I was pretty delighted and pretty elated to see that I have so many viewers watching me on Instagram I had no idea about and stuff. I happen to be on Instagram views and everything. So thank you so much for watching those and everything and taking out time and also for writing in and everything. So Jashin Kapani, the founder and CEO of I'm Recon Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. Start your shares, your work, enjoyment and everything, keeping yourself cool and fresh. So cheers on a lovely cup of chai as well, which I just got over with. So now the weather is changing and everything, and we've had rain here, so it's a little unpredictable. So people like me, what have they done over the weekend? I've already shared this, cleaning up my personal space and stuff, causing some confusion because my family members and my pet are used to stuff in a certain manner, and I see a little bit of shift in their behaviors and everything. But they're getting used to it and stuff, and it feels good and great to kind of shift the furniture because it's new energy, it's new chi, new plants done in, new lights and everything and all that. And that inspires me to share an extension of a thought which I normally follow, and it's about Japanese way of life and cleanliness and stuff, where they think or they promote the concept that when you're actually tidying up, you're actually magically setting up your life for amazing stuff to happen and stuff, okay? So ikigai, purpose, being and everything, on a lighter note also means letting go of stuff which is of no use to you. So people talk about this, we are letting go of this memory, we are letting go of that relationship, I'm letting go of this pattern, I'm letting go of a job, of a mindset and stuff like that. But the point is, when it comes to design and architecture, which is about beautification and tidying up spaces to feel good and to feel great and stuff, and improving the aesthetics and all is it's something which one needs to kind of really look into on a daily basis, because that's what really influences your life and stuff. So a few thoughts on this, so having a positive approach towards organizing yourself, decluttering your home and everything helps you a lot, because there are 4-5 things which happen, One is, if you're kind of cleaning up your house and everything, you have a value addition. Firstly, it becomes a good habit. Secondly, the space looks really clean. Thirdly, you get to know what is of value to you and importance to you and stuff. So you may want to fix it, you may want to give it away. So it reduces a lot of your extra energy and time in fixing stuff that doesn't work and stuff, and something which is working obviously is easy to maintain and stuff, so that's how it helps. And once you kind of get a little ruthless about cleanliness and stuff like that, there are 2 things that happen. You get really tired after you've done your first cleanliness session, but after that the major relaxation or rejuvenation happens, because if you've done away with the bothersome stuff or the clutter and everything, which is stuff that doesn't work, stuff that's broken, stuff that's old and stuff, then of course you're going to spend less energy on cleanliness, I've already shared this, maintaining it and looking after it and stuff, which is like a huge load off your head, okay? So to give you an example, a practical example, if you have, let's say, lighting in your house, and every now and then the tube light kind of goes off, or maybe the lamp doesn't work, So once or twice it's all right, but every time if you have to kind of get it fixed, then it becomes a task and it becomes a bothersome task, okay? So it's like spending extra energy on time on getting something fixed, whereas only, let's say, spending an hour or half an hour of your weekend on getting everything fixed kind of streamlines everything. So the whole week and everything goes well, you're stress-free, you're more carefree, you're more relaxed, you're kind of feeling better about things and stuff, because you have to spend less time and energy on making it work and stuff, Then is decluttering helps you organize. So once you know where the stuff is placed, okay, so rather than spending 20 minutes looking for it, there's a designated space for everything. So let's say I know where my key rings are lying, okay. So if I'm not at home, or if I'm not in the office, or if I'm not, let's say, in my shop or in my showroom or in my studio, people know where things are lying, okay. So let's assume you don't have your phone working, or the network is out, or your phone is dead, or the person you're trying to call is not in reach and stuff. So what happens, so you may not even find your keys, let's say your car keys, or let's say your your studio apartment keys, or let's say the keys where you keep your money and everything. So having a designated spot for certain things always helps, because it also saves your time in looking for those and stuff. And try and put organized, I would say organized schedules or organized habits in place for everybody in your house, including your children, including your helpers, including your parents, including your better halves and stuff, your boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, because it becomes a lot easier to kind of focus and narrow down that time to doing something better. So a lot of unpleasantness can be it can be ignored because you know where things are. And of course, it can be upsetting that if you have to go for a meeting and you're not able to find certain things and stuff, you don't reach on time and you're stuck and you're late and all that, So that's where the core idea of being organized really helps. So a folder which has got all your documents, let's say your plans, your checkbooks, your bank statements, your electricity bills. So this is something which I really have learned it, on the job, is that to maintain a diary which has the list of all your electrical gadgets, where are they lying, and on what ampere do they work. So if you have architectural lights in the house, the drawing room has something else, the dining room has something else, the table lamps has something else, So now every time a bulb fuses, you have to call a contractor, or you have to call an electrician to fix it and understand what is it that you have to buy again. So if you have, let's say, a small pad, or if you have a notebook which has a diary which has clearly mentions of specifics. The drawing room light has these many number of chandeliers, and each chandelier has these many number of bulbs, and each bulb is of this ampere or this voltage or stuff. So you know what I mean? This is what's going to help you, and it's going to kind of make your life a lot easy. So if you have, let's say, an air conditioner in each room, and now you have to keep working on the wiring and stuff, and the air conditioner conks off, and at certain times of the day or certain times of the week, you don't even find someone who comes in to help you, So if the concerned people are not around you, you're stuck. So what makes sense is to write down the number of maybe the 3-4 electricians you have, the contractors you have, the wiring, the ampere details and stuff like that, So that's what it is, it really helps. And I've done this over the weekend, so I can promise you that once you make life easy, it helps you big time and stuff. The other important thing is to organize stuff in your storage baskets. That really helps you big time. So let's say you have clothes which you don't wear. So what do you do if you have this thing, like they say, they make a joke out of women and girls. They say, ladkiyon ke paas kabhi kapde nahi hote. Actually, it's the other way around. Girls these days and women these days have a lot of clothes and stuff. So if spaces are constrained, what do you do? So my advice and my tip normally is that if you have, let's say, a storage basket, a jute one, a plastic one, a wooden one. So what you do is you place the stuff that you do not use or do not wear in those. So if you don't have storage space in your lofts, if you don't have storage spaces, let's say the big European or the international Scandinavian, almirahs and stuff, what do you do? If you have an old school, almirah, what do you do? So if you don't have too many doors, what do you do? So get these baskets and place the stuff there. So make use of the weekend for this, because now with the summers and everything, the clothes are going to go in, and a lot of shopping is going to happen, because people are going to be working on their fitness levels, on their shapes and sizes and stuff, with swimming and other activities happening in. So being prepared about it really helps you big time. And lastly, surround yourself and keep yourself around stuff which adds some value and not stress your life. Okay, so let's say an iron that doesn't work, a TV that doesn't work, you know, a mixie that doesn't work, a hair dryer that doesn't work, okay, a geyser that doesn't work, okay. So there's no point keeping all these if they're not working, because the point is you're just unnecessarily stocking all those things, and you're going to increase your expenditure also if you get all of them fixed in one go. So that's why I normally advise and I normally suggest that if you want to be stress-free, there's no other word which I can use right now, but if you want to be, let's say, easy, or you want to be smooth, or you want to kind of, you know, keep yourself hassle-free, get these fixed, and you know, give each weekend a time and a date where you can actually fix this, and you're sorted. You don't have to spend all your energy and time. And the best part is, if you were to do all these things, you know, the best part is you're going to benefit from it, because what happens is whatever time you're spending on cleaning or ironing or repairing or you know, maintaining and stuff, you're going to use that time for better stuff. So I wake up in the morning, my bed's made. My maids are used to this now, you know, the helpers, we don't have robots now, you know. So what happens is that life has become a lot easier. You spend 35 minutes, 40 minutes cleaning up and stuff, and then you're sorted and raring to go. So that's how life kind of becomes easier if you kind of clean up probably the previous night, prepare for it the next morning, and then you're sorted and good to go. So if you can include these tips of daily declutter, not just at your professional space, but at your home spaces and stuff, is going to help you big time. Try it. Write to me, email me, Insta me, or you can leave your comments on social media. That would be great, and I would get back to you and stuff. And actually, the ideal attitude of decluttering is to kind of get rid of you know, stuff which kind of causes stress or doesn't allow you to have harmony and peace at home. Because if you're consistently in an exercise of cleaning, everybody gets irritated, okay? So just 35 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe on the weekend it's understood it's going to be 2 hours or whatever, and you know, you're sorted, like I said, okay? So love and luck, and take care and have fun and have a blast. So what is the definition of cleanliness or decluttering? If you thought about it, do share it, and I will share it in my next video. What is the definition of decluttering for me? I've already given you a hint. It's actually about contentment, peace and value. So think about it, and maybe you can write to me about it and stuff. I'm on jkapani@gmail.com, jashinkapani.im@gmail.com, jashinkapani office@gmail.com. So love and luck, and take care, and keep it simple, keep it easy, keep it amazing, make it a good habit. And as you're also getting into the habit of decluttering, you will also understand that your energy gets channelized, or your system has energy which is kind of, you know, making way for new stuff and all that. And that's going to be a blessing in disguise, because anything which is kind of helping you improve your mindset and improves the overall you know, feeling at home is a blessing in disguise rather than unpleasantness. So ponder about it, think about it. I'm on jkapani. Write to me. Love and luck, have fun, have a blast, and enjoy your weekend. Love and luck. Cheers. And it's not a Hakuna Matata. It's actually have fun and have celebrations over the weekend, you know. Easter is here, so wishing all my friends and family members and my global acquaintances and people I know everywhere a very happy Easter, and more wine and more cheerful times to you. Love and luck, and take care. Bye-bye.